Yes. Good morning. Solomon Islander, we don't wear shoes in church because we're on holy ground. It's the first thing God told Moses to do when he went up to receive the 10 Commandments was to remove his shoes because he was on holy ground. Yeah. Look, there was a lot of highlights for me. A lot of new things, a lot of new experiences for me. But the highlight for me was actually going to the jail. To go into the jail and to actually to give a devotion, very touching. The jail itself was only jail on Malaita Island. It holds roughly 150 people, 150 men at this stage, and at that time there's about 75. It's about half full. And when we went, there was probably nearly all of them turned out for the devotion, except for a very small handful that didn't come. James led a good devotion, and after that devotion, something was done that was never ever been done in the prison before, and that is we offered them Holy Communion. Very touching. Yeah. For many of them, it was their first Holy Communion ever. For some of them, it was the first Holy Communion they'd had since they've been in jail. Pastor Fred came with us. He's from Emanual Church, and later on that week he went back up for his devotion, and he said there was no devotion. He said because all the inmates come running to the gate, mobbed him, and he was a bit scared, and he stayed on the lock side of the gate. And it was just that they wanted to know more. So he said for 2 hours that he was there, it was just one-on-one devotions with a lot of the inmates. And on that day, 23 of them gave their life to Christ. Very powerful. And it's not from what we done or what we said. They've been ministering in this church, in this prison for a long time. It's just been wonderful to see the power of God at work and moving in their lives. That was what was most touching to me. The prison is now building a baptistry, so they can be baptised. Hopefully that will be done by the end of this month, and they'll be baptised. So there'll be photos come through when that happens. So that's something to really be looking forward to. Look, it's just wonderful to see what's happened there. And I just ask, as a church, to keep these inmates in your prayers, these new converts, attacks from Satan, and just ask that they may feel God's presence and experience Him daily as they grow in Christ. Thank you.
I'm not going to share much at all because we've got to keep moving, but I just want to thank the team that, put their hand up to go on this trip. You were all just amazing. You used your different gifts and it was incredible. I mean, you got to hear Stevie's testimony. It's powerful. And Courtney, just to be able to serve those people like, Jimmy in his report back, you can see in the newsling, specifically wanted to mention how much he appreciated you going there, giving the medicines. It meant a lot. We really want to thank Jimmy and Winnie for just their incredible support, and I back what my father said. As a church, it is an honor to serve him. He's a humble man, and he just loves to see Jesus grow, and he's got a real heart to go to the pagan areas where Christ is least known, and pray for that. And so part of my message was to encourage the church to go with him. He told me they planted a church, and he wanted a couple of people to help him build up the church. Nobody put their hand up to help him. The pagans helped him. And he had one friend from the Seventh-day Adventist church who came along, and no one from his own church. And so I was able to encourage the church, what an opportunity. God has shed your light. And that it's just so evident that it's the joy they have was so evident. And we just pray that the church would continue to reach its own people It was a great privilege to be there with them, and Jimmy's already organising, wanting us to come again another time. So keep that in mind, that in the next couple of years or so, we may do another trip, and it's a blessing. It is such a blessing to go. I mean, Courtney even shared, I've been to many places, but not many places I want to go again. And she said, Solomon Islands, I want to go again. So that's what it left an impact on us. So this year she wants to go back again. Yeah. Yeah. Cerise is already planning on moving there, by the way. So yeah. But yeah, just a real joy. Anyway, back to the worship team. Thank you.